Court documents show Cody Talley had a history of drinking while driving, and his rap sheet is lengthy. 5 women in their early 20s, friends since middle school, more like sisters, on their way to the lake for a birthday celebration. But they didn't make it.
You go to the lake house and you see the cops and you kind of see his reality. You know, that's when it kind of sinks in, and you see how devastated everyone was. See my mom devastated and my dad, and it's very hard.
Texas DPS says a truck pulling a trailer with horses inside veered into oncoming traffic, slamming into a Chevy Malibu head-on, then a Mercedes SUV. 4 of the girls were in the SUV as it flipped and burst into flames. One of the girls was ejected. The Ram truck eventually crashed into a fence. DPS says the driver, 37-year-old Cody Talley, refused medical treatment and left without speaking to any troopers.
When police first arrive on a scene, it doesn't always start out as some type of criminal investigation, or a crash investigation by law has to occur, but that's one of the 80 things that's going on out there. It may have been clear or not clear to this individual that he was free to leave.
On Tuesday, Talley was arrested and charged with 5 counts of manslaughter.
It is defined as recklessly taking another person's life. It doesn't require intoxication. It could be potentially speeding. It could be potentially being on your phone. It means that you're just ignoring the risks that are at hand.
The arrest affidavit states the weight of the truck and trailer Talley was towing required a Class A driver license, something he didn't have. His license also showed he had a restriction requiring an ignition interlock device, but the Ram didn't have one. Court records reveal he has a history of drinking beer while driving in Williamson County. In 2008, he was arrested for DWI in Liberty Hill. The charge was dismissed and refiled as a deadly conduct charge. He was placed on probation. It was revoked. He was sentenced to a year in jail. The second DWI arrest was in 2011 in Cedar Park. He pleaded not guilty, but a jury convicted him. He was placed on probation. Again, it was revoked. He was sentenced to 120 days in jail. The third DWI was in 2015 in Cedar Park. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 75 days in jail. His record includes 21 charges in Williamson County and 2 in Travis County. If convicted, Talley faces up to 20 years in prison. Now, if it's proven that he was intoxicated, his sentence could be stacked and he could face up to 100 years. Reporting live in the newsroom, Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin News.